Welcome, Gemini, to your Astrodice reading for July. I hope you guys are all doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Astrodice is a small reading that we use astrology with tarot to make a horoscope for July. Okay, and this is going to be for July. A horoscope for yourself. Okay. This is just a nice, fun little thing that we do, and it just gets right down to certain points, and sometimes it's things that tarot don't. It just doesn't bring up. So, okay? So, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Ooh, what do we have here? We have the 8th house. I think this is, what is this one? This is Uranus. Ooh. Uranus coming in with Libra. Okay, so you have Uranus, Libra in the 8th house. Okay, so I'm going to use our astrology cards. I need Uranus, please. Okay, there it is, Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Whoa. Okay, getting into some enlightenment, some awakening, some change, sudden change, big change, the kaboom. Okay, going straight into Libra. Libra, please, Libra. Please, there it is. Libra, the energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. And the 8th house. 8th house, please. There it is. 8th house, please. There it is. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Okay, so you have shared resources and intense emotion. Okay, so if you have transformations and you have sudden change and enlightenment and awakening, wow, okay. And then it's got to be gracious and harmonious to keep the balance, because remember, it's Libra. Everything has to be balanced. So this whole sudden change of enlightenment and awakening is 100% balanced from not only within yourself, but it has to be balanced within the universe. So it has to be mind, body, spirit, balanced plus universal versus earthly. Because that's really how Libra really works. Because in one scale, you can see it as universe versus the planet we live on. And then it's soul versus body. Yeah, because Libras are very deep. Libras are very deep and everything has to be justified, right? So they try to keep their mind, body, and soul together as one when they're doing any kind of enlightenment or awakening. And it seem justifiable to them to do so. I know, it's pretty deep. Okay, so going straight to Uranus over here, and it's manifestation, taking action, manifesting, awakening, enlightenment. There it is, right? The Magician, law and attracting. With the Libra card over here, it's gracious, harmony, and imbalance. Yeah, because you're taking the leap of faith. You're taking the chance. There's that. That's that change, that chance. But it's actually coming in as the Libra. And I think it's coming in as the Libra because you are feeling like, well, I have to do this. And I'm going to do it. It's almost like you're going to walk off this cliff graciously and take this chance, this change, as you're manifesting. Page of Swords coming in under the 8th house. You're having the clarity, the understanding, right? There's that shared resources and intense emotions of clarification for communication. So maybe you're actually even not only becoming more clear about what's getting ready to happen with you in July, you also might be communicating it like, whoa, something big is going to happen. And here it comes in with Uranus as, okay, well, I'm expecting these cups. I'm taking these cups. The universe is going to give me these cups, and I'm taking this cup of change. Okay, so the Libra coming in is another air sign. This is actually your sign. The Queen of Swords is my Gemini sign, but it's keeping you humble, stable, and you're doing it graciously. So there's that gracious coming in and that humble coming in with harmony. So you're just sitting there waiting, waiting for this chance. You are taking this chance, but like I said, you're walking off this graciously. And here comes the humble, gracious card. Right? That's also graciously and humble. Coming into the 8th house. Oh, you're doing this because of pain, separation. Pain and separation. Separating yourself. I believe that's a separation from your, well, I would say your old self from your new self. I'll take that, because this is where that enlightening and awakening is coming from. So, but I'm also wondering if you're having a separation from another person. So let's clarify on the swords. You have a Capricorn coming in, separating yourself from toxic what? Toxic behavior, your own toxic behavior, realizing your own toxic behavior. From those intense emotions, toxic intense emotions. Clarify on the Devil for me, for Gemini, please. Or were you dealing with a Capricorn who was toxic for you, or an air sign that is toxic for you besides yourself? 9 of Pentacles coming in. Oh, it's almost like you guys, maybe some of you were dealing with a Capricorn. That's Capricorn and Taurus coming in. You were overindulging and you're trying to get away from overindulgence within a toxic relationship. Are you being lured away by someone else? 1 second. Was your partner lured away by someone else? Did they leave to go somewhere else? It's like, did they leave you to go to someone else? Are they leaving you to go to someone else? It's July, so this is future reading, so we're trying to understand. It looks like you have the communication and the clarity that you want this big change because you had separation from some toxic relationship, perhaps, or some kind of toxic energy that was around you. We'll just say it that way. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different. It looks like your loved one may be lured away from you, or maybe that had already happened in the past and you're having the realization that you need this change because they had already been lured away by somebody else. They left you. They thought the grass was greener somewhere else, or it's going to happen. One or the other. Okay, either that or getting away from a toxic relationship of overindulgence, and it was causing you a lot of pain. However it is, it did cause you pain with the 10 of Swords, and you are definitely moving away from that. And it causes intense emotions. Let's get over here with Uranus again. The Sun with the red flags. It was the sudden change. It was the sudden change and awakening. You know what, you guys? You're having a sudden change and an awakening all in one. Because the message is coming through. The message is coming through is that your partner has found somebody else and thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, or is overindulging in someone somewhere. You're going to have to take it out. It resonates because it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, because I either have your partner. Okay, so here's also another one. So let's make 3 different ones, okay? Because I know not everybody has a partner. Someone was overindulging in something and they're sick and it made them ill. And they're not happy, so they want a sudden change and awakening. And the awakening is, I have to stop indulging in this behavior because it made me sick. Another one is, you're seeing the red flags, and you thought everything was happy, and then you have a message coming in that your partner is actually leaving for a different partner. This gives you 10 of Swords, because they believe the grass is greener on the other side with someone else. And it looks like your person could be a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Either your person's a Capricorn, or another air sign. Of course, it could be any sign. Okay, or the person they're leaving for is an air sign, another air sign. Or, oh boy, here's another one. Let's just get them all out there, okay, since there's so many of you. Or you get a message that somebody says their relationship is toxic and they want to come to you because they think the grass is greener on your side. Okay? And they're rushing, no matter what, they're rushing into you. Okay, and for those who are overindulging doing that, you're rushing away from this away from this because you're trying to get your enlightenment going. Still think now you could be dealing with a water sign. Still think no matter what, and you're telling them, no, I don't know if I want you walking towards me. Wow. You know, if you do have somebody trying to leave a different relationship and thinks the grass is greener on your side, you're telling them you don't want them over there. You're working on yourself because you're awakening to say, well, look, you know, I'm kind of in hermit mode right now, kind of awakening and doing my own sudden change, but this is a big sudden change for you guys. Okay, so there's like 4 different scenarios in this one. Every now and again, I get 2 or 3 scenarios, but this one's got to be a lot because you have a sudden change coming. You see the red flags. Everything's happy. Then all of a sudden, your emotions get all crazy in the middle of this sudden change, this awakening enlightenment. With the 8 of Cups, you're like, I don't know. You're like in confusion, but you want to flee the situation. You're in a confusion. These people confuse you. You're in confusion. And this is because you're trying to take a lucky jump off of a mountain and keep yourself humble. Everything was fine until this message came through. No matter what, it was this message that caused the confusion. It was this message that started making you see the red flags in the middle of all of this. And this is what the awakening came from. This is what, you know, you were manifesting happy, wonderful things. But this message over here in Libra is what really made you see the red flags. It got you emotionally all unstable during this time. The sudden change comes in, and the 8 of Cups, you're in confusion. You're like, what? But I thought we were happy together. Majority of you, it is the 1. And it puts you into a hermit mode. Over here, it's because you had the clarity in the communication. You thought everything was doing great. Then all of a sudden, they gave you swords. This toxic energy came in, and I believe your partner believes that for the majority of you, your partner believes that the grass is greener somewhere else. They give you 10 of Swords when they start getting you confused, putting you into hermit mode, and they flee away from you. For others of you, it was almost like you got a message that they're overindulging, maybe in cups, drinking something, and they got sick. And then you got sad. And you're like, what? And then you're kind of rushing to their aid. Then this would become you rushing to them, right? And then the other scenario is you got the messages saying they don't want to be with their partner anymore. Their partner is too toxic and they want to come to you. And you're like, what? And then you're confused. But they come rushing to you. But now you're like, you are like, but then you're confused. Okay, so take it how you want it. That is your horoscope. So you're either A, B, or C, right? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so keep A, B, and C in mind because that's really what I see. And like I said, because there's almost 300 of you, or 400 of you. So yeah, just remember scenario 1, 2, and 3, right? Okay, so that was your horoscope for you, Gemini. Pretty much the way that it was done, you'll know if you're A, B, or C, okay, because you'll know kind of the scenario now since we are getting ready for July. So, okay, you'll kind of see the red flags coming at you. You'll say, oh, I know I'm 1. Okay, so, okay, guys, I will see you next time. Peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.